And I realized something about men recently, is that men are very vague. They give vague answers. Yeah, you ask a man a question, he gonna give you a one-word answer. Because women, we're totally opposite. We're very detailed. You ask us a question, we're gonna give you information you need now or in the future. I asked my boyfriend the other day a very simple question. I was like, how was work? He said, good. Come to find out, somebody got shot at the job. I had to hear this from somebody else. I was like, somebody got shot at your job? He was like, I didn't get shot, so it was good. I was like, you didn't want to talk about this? What? That's why I don't even trust a man if he's too detailed. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's very suspicious. If you ask a man a question and he start over-explaining, I get very suspicious. The other day, my boyfriend, he came home late, you know. I wasn't even interrogating him, just asking a question. I said, oh, you came home a little late. Where were you? And he was like, oh, I went to the store. I went inside, and I realized I didn't have enough change, so I went back to the car to grab some change. And then when I went back inside the store, it was a line. And I was like, oh, shit. I looked down. I was like, my baby's favorite bag of chips. I was like, should I get them? But you on a diet. And I was like, oh, okay. That's kind of lengthy an answer, huh? I was like, where was the bitch at, huh? Was she in the line with you or was she in the car? Matter of fact, let's go to the store and run the cameras because we're going to find this bitch tonight. Why you so detailed all of a sudden? And I thought men were just vague with women just to keep us on our toes, keep us guessing. But men are actually vague with other men. Men don't ask other men questions. For what? They don't need to know him. My boyfriend, I asked him a question. I said, hey, your homeboy Michael, where does he work at? Just being nosy. He was like, I don't know. I was like, how long have y'all been friends? He was like, 15 years. I was like, y'all been friends for 15 years and you don't know where he work at? He was like, no, I like the Lakers. He like the Lakers. That's good enough. And that's how men bond over sports. They don't need to know you. That's why every serial killer, they always interview his friends like, oh my God, did you know he was killing people? And the friend is always like, no, I never knew. I thought he was a stand-up guy.